Once you've opened up Gallery Essentials, now you can start inserting maybe pictures or different items into your lesson. I'm just going to go through some examples of what's available inside of the Gallery Essentials. When you first click on this picture frame and find Gallery Essentials, down here at the bottom it'll show you that there are a little over 5,000 pictures available through the Gallery Essentials. There's interactive multimedia, notebook files and pages, as well as backgrounds and themes. With this, this is a very broad overview of what's available. To narrow that down again, you can open up the Gallery Essentials folder. What I want to start by going over just inserting some of the pictures from Gallery Essentials. So if I'm looking for something with money and I want to insert a penny, rather than trying to open up Gallery Essentials and go to math and find money that way, I can just type in what I'm looking for in the search bar. If I click penny and search for it, I have a bunch of folders that will come up. If I click on pictures, here I have different pictures that are associated with the penny. So if I scroll through it, I finally find the penny that would be relevant to the math that we're going to teach. So again, if I insert it by just clicking and holding it and dragging it onto the screen, you can see that it automatically puts it into my slide of my lesson. So again, if I made the lesson full screen here, you can see that now that the coin that I inserted is into my lesson. I can resize it by dragging the little circle in the bottom right to make it bigger and smaller as well, and I can also rotate it with the green circle at the top. So again, that's just how you would insert a picture. Whatever the picture is that you want to insert, you're just going to click and drag it into the screen area that you want. Once it's onto your lesson plan, where you can move it to where you would prefer it in your lesson. To insert an element that is interactive for the students, that's going to be something that's called interactive or multimedia. And something that would be an example, if I just type in money and I look on my little list of items that was found, one of the options is interactive and multimedia. If I click on that, you can see that I have different choices here that were found that are interactive. And to add those to my lesson, just like I did with the picture, I'm going to click on it and drag it into my lesson. Once it's in my lesson, again, I can use this circle at the bottom to make it bigger and smaller. To move it around, if I click on the top, and you'll see that my icon changes to 4 arrows instead of just a single arrow or finger. But if I click on the blue bar at the top, it allows me to move. Again, I can rotate it side to side. This element that I inserted in here allows you to hit start, and it'll flip a coin until you hit stop. Once you hit stop, it'll stop the coin for you. So again, that's how you can insert the multimedia that's interactive for your students. Another item that you might be able to insert into your lesson would be maybe a notebook file or a page. If you click on a notebook file or a page, the difference between the notebook files and pages versus a picture is that the pictures you can move around on the screen. A notebook file or page basically becomes the background on the page. You add it the same way that you would a picture by clicking and dragging it onto the screen. Once it's onto the screen, the only thing that's different than a picture now is you can't move this. So here I inserted the background of a pig, and I'm not able to move this like I would be able to if I inserted it from the picture folder. So you'll have to look through to find maybe a background page that'll really suit what you're working on. An example that I can show you that might make a little more sense, if I search place value and I'm looking for notebook files or pages, you can see here that I can drag a place value mat onto my screen. Now this place value mat doesn't allow me to move it, but then again it's fixed in place to where now I can use some base 10 blocks and move them on my place value mat to demonstrate some place value. So again, this is just how to insert some different items from the Gallery Essentials, whether it's pictures, interactive multimedia, or the notebook pages and files.